Hey everybody, a little calmer. I have my oven on and open and it's working a little bit. I did that last night, but I don't feel comfortable like leaving the oven on and going to sleep. So I just leave it on until I go to sleep, and then I kept waking up to the shivers. It gets cold, and I have single pane windows in Syracuse. Who the fuck designed this building? That's stupid. Pretty sure this building was built in the 60s or 70s, so it's like back in the day, but you know, it's 2024. You'd think they would insulate some shit. But this was at the time, the only apartment complex that had any openings, and I had been waiting a long time to get in. I was staying with my mom because I left a 15-year relationship, and I didn't want to crash with my mom. I'm in my 30s. Like, I'm thankful, I'm grateful she was there, but my mom needs her space, and I need my space too. And if I ever need it for a few weeks, mom's always there, but I don't stay past a few weeks until I find something. But then COVID happened, and there was like a rent shortage because they couldn't evict people, or apartment shortage, I should say. So I was with her a little bit longer than I wanted to be in her space and evading her stuff. We got COVID together through it. It was like a whole thing, just waiting for something to open up. So I didn't really get the best pick in an apartment, but this is technically a safe area. This is outside where I'm from by 15 to 20 minutes. I was trying to better my life. They had great amenities. Like, in the hood, you don't get pools, you don't get gyms, you don't have secure buildings. Like, I definitely leveled up, but it's in the sticks. It's not anywhere near Syracuse. The city of Syracuse is probably like a 15 to 20-minute drive, so I'm technically in the sticks and I'm still paying $1,000. But it is in a snooty tooty school zone. But even if I went back to where my mom lives, which has now become even more hood, it's still the same. It's like $900. It's only $100 less. So I'm looking out that way because it's closer to work. But my lease is renewed soon, and I probably won't have enough saved with apartments being like $1,000 a month. You're looking at least $3,000 to move in because you have first, last, and security, and then I have pets, so that's a pet deposit, and then your moving costs. So you're looking at like $4,500 in total. And I'm not proud to say at 39 I don't have that, but I lost everything in COVID, and I'm still holding it down by myself, so I can't be doing too bad. But I used to have a great savings account, and I was with a narcissist, and COVID happened, and yeah, I'm sure you can imagine how that went. Bye-bye savings. I was out of work for quite some time because my industry, I was in the wedding industry, so you can imagine. Wasn't much going on. I had to reinvent myself a few times from here. But I got some emails. I wanted to respond to the panel. I just kind of want to do it in one instead of, sorry. My hair is so funky that it ruins my headbands. Doesn't look cool when you stick out like that. Hair. Fucking Merida, I tell you. Anyway, I got a lot about Princess Kate. There's like a misconception, like anybody who's on any or had been on any kind of royal panel here, which is a U.S. Representative of the royal family in American political debates. It's nothing fancy. It's a bunch of smart people that sit around and do shit in secret. And that's all I'm going to say. And I used to be, before Prince Harry married Meghan, well, I guess 9 years before he was married to Meghan, I was his rep in his first year of marriage, and then I bowed out because I saw where it was going, and I was like, I don't want my name attached, thank God. For my third eye was right. But I was never, I repped a few times for then at the time Duchess Kate, only when a friend of mine couldn't participate and they wanted to win. They knew I'm good at what I do. So I would sit for her if they needed me, which I think was like a total of 3 times. Sorry, it's so fucking cold in here. My nose keeps running. I'm so sorry. That's like the first thing that happens. It's like 12 degrees outside. In here, it's probably like 40 with my oven on. And the other apartments around me have heat, so I'm not like I can't see my breath, but it's pretty cold. If I didn't have my oven on, I'd have a hood. With my hoodie, I'd have my bathrobe, but it's doing the trick. So maybe if I just leave it until I go to bed, like it'll be enough heat stuck in here. I hope. But back to her, I don't know anything. Even with my inner circle, I don't know anything that's going on with her. I'm concerned like anybody else. It sounds like a major surgery, and this is what I'll say. I think it's inappropriate to speculate on someone's condition when they are conditioning, if you will. She just had a surgery. It was nice of her to even let us know, and I think she kind of had to because she was going to be missing out on some things, which would lead you to believe, even though it was a planned surgery, it was probably something that had to happen fast. Think about it. You go in for a checkup. You think you're fine, and then maybe, it could be minor, it could be serious, but that's not our business. In my country, we have something called the HIPAA law, which means you don't fucking ask questions. Your job is not allowed to ask you questions why you need medical leave. It's your business. If you want to talk about it, you talk about it, and that's what I support. I'm sure when she is better, she will let everybody know what is going on. In the meantime, keep it classy because she's earned that much. You don't have to like the royal family. I don't pay much mind to it anymore, but it's like, think about what she's done. Even if you think they're just like a public figurehead who waves and attends parades, she's still raising money to help people. She's visiting sick kids and cheering them up. Like, she's not out here doing bad shit. She's a pretty lady. She sets style standards. Everybody likes her. Everybody says, I like that Duchess Kate. You know what I mean? She's kind of like Princess Kate in that way, where you see the good soul in her. Not that you don't see that in others, but I mean, like, just give her the respect that she's earned. She's given a lot of years to that crown, like a lot. And she has earned a minute to rest and take a minute. And of all your concern and worry, can you imagine how her husband and her children and her parents and her siblings and the rest of the royal family feel? It's not right for the world or anybody to be badgering them for details when they themselves are concerned for somebody they care about. They all love her far more than we do because they know her. So, just recognize that they gave you that information out of respect, and you need to respect their silence and pray that everything's okay with her. So, if you want my opinion, Kate's a fighter, and she ain't going nowhere. And if she's not someone who's going to shy away from telling and speaking her truth, but it is her truth, and she will speak when she is ready, and I support that. And I'm just sending her good vibes and loving support as a fellow woman. Anytime you have to do anything with your stomach, that's scary, and she's got a little bit of a road ahead of her just from that. I don't even know what's going on, but I can imagine having to have a cut open body is quite painful. So that's all you need to know. She's going to be struggling for a few weeks. Let's send her some prayers. When she's better, we will hear the tea from her mouth. And as far as the panel, you should shut her panel down, and you shouldn't acknowledge any questions health related due to the nature of our laws in our own country. Even though they don't have that law, you should have it for them out of respect, even though you are representing Kate. It is her personal body. Her body, her choice when she decides to speak, or if she decides to speak at all. If she doesn't want to tell us, she doesn't have to. We as a world need to learn empathy and compassion, even for people who are in far better circumstances. And trust me, I'm working on that too, with some of the mouths. But that's my sense. Bye!